Gun violence has increased across the country. According to the Gun Violence Archive, 2020 was the most violent year in the past 2 decades, and 2021 is looking to be even more deadly. Louisville isn't unique in this trend. I went to Roots 101 African American Museum and talked with Lamont Collins about the correlation between poverty and crime.
We're still dealing with the same issues today that we dealt with when I was a kid in the 1960s.
The 2 zip codes that have the highest teenage deaths both fall in West Louisville, past the 9th Street divide.
Yeah, well, when you talk about redlining, it was a diabolical plan to take resources, again, from the cities, the inner cities.
Resources that Lamont Collins says have been drained for a long time.
When the flight started in west end of Louisville is after the riots in 1968. That's when we had white flight. And when white flight left, a lot of businesses left, because a lot of times when blacks were working in stores, doesn't mean they own the store.
The lack of businesses, jobs, grocery stores in West Louisville is an ever-increasing problem today.
We know what happens when you don't have resources. Crime happens, lack of education happens, opportunities go away.
But Collins says it's important to show the broader picture of crime.
But you talk about the crime that's going on in the black area when it's going on in poor white areas too. That is a story and a narrative that has been placed too much in color and not in factuality. And those are kind of things we have to continue to address.
That to lower the crime, we must also tackle the systemic poverty in our city.
But you gotta be willing to put the resources if you're gonna change something. And that's from the city to the county, to the Jefferson County school system. You got to feed the resources to make change.